This assignment is asking us to translate algebraic expressions. That just means the expression is written in words, and we have to figure out what it is they're asking us to do, what kind of expression they want. So this is a helpful sheet. It gives you an idea of the different words they can use if they want you to add and increase by, some, more than, subtract, difference. Difference is a big one. Fewer, less than. Multiplication, times, of course, multiplied by. Product is a big one that they use. And then division, divide by. Quotient of. So quotient is a big one. Divisor. So knowing what they're asking makes it a whole lot easier to write these equations. We're looking at the first one, the sum of 3/5 of S and 1/3 of R minus 3. So we know it's an addition problem. 3/5 of, if we look at multiplication of, and 1/3 of R minus 3. So we're going to start with 3/5 of S. So 3/5 times S, so 3/5 S plus 1/3 R minus 3. That's the equation. So number 2, take away 9 from 4 times C. So this means we're going to subtract 9 from 4C. So we need to start with the 4C minus 9. And they don't necessarily put it in the order that you go. And that's what makes these really confusing. 9 less than 7 times G. So the same idea as this one up here. So we've got 7G minus 9 because it's 9 less. And then 4/5 of the sum of R and 6 plus the product of 2 and Q. So 4/5 of the sum of R and 6. So this one we can actually start with the 4/5. The sum of R and 6. R plus 6. So this is 4/5 times R plus 6. Plus, and we keep going, the product of 2 and Q, which is a multiplication. So that's what it looks like. 4/5 times R plus 6 plus 2Q. All right, 3/5 of the sum of 9 and Q. And again, we can actually start with the 3/5. And if you want to do that last, it's perfectly okay. Do this in the order it makes sense to you. And then the sum of 9 and Q. So 9 plus Q. So 3/5 times 9 plus Q. And of course, the sum of 3 and R, we like those. Those are pretty straightforward. Add 1/2 to 2 times Q. So that's going to be 2Q plus 1/2. And you could have started with the 1/2. You could have said 1/2 plus 2Q, because either way, it's exactly the same. The sum of 1/4 of F, 3/4 of G, and 5. So this is going to be a long addition. However, we have to deal with the 1/4 of S, F, and the 3/4 of G. And again, of is a multiplication term. So 1/4 F, so it's 1/4 times F plus 3/4 of G, so 3/4 times G, 3/4 G, and 5 plus 5. So 1/4 F plus 3/4 G plus 5. Take away 8 from Q, Q minus 8. And the last one, 2/5 of the sum of 8 and R plus the product of 9 and K. And again, product is another word in multiplication. So 2/5 of the sum of 8 and R plus the product of 9 and K. So we're going to start with the 2/5. 2/5 of, that means we're going to multiply. So we're going to start with the parentheses. The sum of 8 and R, so 8 plus R, close parentheses, plus the product of 9 and K. And again, product is multiplication, so it'll look like this. These are not super easy. This is not how we understand math. And if you happen to be speaking English as a second language, it's even harder because you're trying to translate all of this. And these are terms that a lot of people just aren't familiar with. The product of, you know, when used in math, it's not always clear that that means multiplication. So practice and you'll get more comfortable with them. And I think there are other pages to this assignment, which is good, but it's really just an element of practice. There's no way to say, oh yeah, you're going to get this super easily. Just do a few and you will start to see the patterns of the terms that they use.